What's up, people? Welcome back to Explained with Alexandra. I hope you're ready for your Week 5 refresh.
Let's get it started.
The Colts-Patriots rivalry kicked off Week 5, but it definitely just needs to die. The only reason I think it still exists is to give Colts fans something to be passionate about, since their team kinda blows. And to make matters worse, the Patriots beat them again. I mean, the Colts literally haven't beat the Patriots since 2009. And to make matters much worse, Tom Brady threw his 500th touchdown pass of his career. Oh wait, to make matters much worse, he threw it to Josh Gordon, the one who just couldn't stop smoking the weed.
Weed is tight. Weed is tight.
And the one who missed pretty much every single game while he was on the Browns. But of course, he shows up for the Patriots. So to all the doubters, Josh Gordon is back, but the rivalry should not be. Packers versus the Lions. Well, as a Packers fan, this one hurt. Mason Crosby, a 12-year veteran kicker, missed 4 field goals and 1 extra point. I can only imagine how his sideline conversation with Aaron Rodgers was going. I mean, dude, you had one job. And Aaron Rodgers had it together, despite continuing to battle his knee injury. He threw over 400 yards and threw 3 touchdowns in the second half to close the score gap. As for the Lions, well, they came out and forced 3 fumbles at the start and scored 3 touchdowns in the first half. So, good work, I guess. But they still allowed the Packers to score 23 points in the second half, so I guess they lost their momentum. Who didn't lose their momentum was the Browns, who went into overtime for the 3rd time this season, their first win on a Sunday since 2015. Luckily, Baker Mayfield was able to throw some beautiful passes down the field, getting the team in field goal range to finally put the game to an end. Thank you, Baker Mayfield. So, 2 teams with crap records played each other this past weekend, the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And not much to recap here, but I was thinking about this the other day. I don't think I've ever met an Arizona Cardinals fan, but I imagine they exist and they are probably pretty happy that they broke their losing streak. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. Okay, that's all. That's really all I have to say about that game. So the Saints took on the Redskins, but nobody was really focused on the game, since at the end of the second quarter, the Saints were leading 20-6, and then with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock, Drew Brees threw a 62-yard pass to Traquan Smith, and that made him the NFL's all-time passing yardage leader, knocking off Peyton Manning. And his post-game interview was pretty heartfelt.
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
Would have been really awkward if the Saints blew it after that celebration, but they didn't, so all is well. What's not so well is the Giants' record, losing by Graham Gano's last-second 63-yard field goal, which actually tied the record for longest game-winning kick. And no, I hate seeing the Giants lose, in all honesty.
I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
Speaking of amazing, there are still 2 teams in the NFL with perfect records. If you don't remember from last week, it's the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's all I have for Week 5. Here are your final scores. Okay guys, Mix of Madness will be back next week. I had to do some serious stalking that I'm not necessarily proud of, but at least that gives you a reason to tune in next week. Oh, and please subscribe below.